Welcome you all in key financial highlight session presented by GMT Academy. So here we are going to talk about the key highlights of private equity and hedge funds which happened in last week. So this series will help you a lot to understand about recent deals and the deals related information. If you are a fund manager or fund accountant or fund administrator, so this information will add you much more value in your knowledge and as well as insight. So you can follow this channel for such a highlights and subscribe for the further updates as well. So let's talk about highlights. So buyout giant CVC seeking more than 1 billion euros in Amsterdam IPO. Private equity firms may get target up to 15 billion euros valuation with their IPO event. CVC has been working on listing since at least 2022, but due to some circumstances, they couldn't announce it. But now they have released the press note stating that they'll be listing their shares on Amsterdam Stock Exchange. CVC Advisors Limited operates as a private equity firm, and the private equity invest in a middle market, mature expansion, successions, recapitalization, restructuring, growth, equity, and acquisitions. CVC Advisor serves customers worldwide, so it means they have a presence across globe. So further, CVC Capital Partners is set to revive plan for an initial public offering in Amsterdam and may seek to raise between about 1 billion euros to around 1.1 billion USD and 1.5 billion. According to the people familiar with this matter, so they confirm it, potentially paving the way for other private equity firms to go for a public as well. So it means CVC is the first private fund which is announced IPO, and if this, let's say, successfully execute, then other private equity firms also they can look for a listing process. The firm may indicate its intention to float as soon as Monday, could offer a stake of 10% to 15% in the share sale. And the people said, asking not to be identified as the information isn't public yet. CVC is targeting a valuation of around 13 billion euros to 15 billion euros in between, the people said, who are close to this matter. Deliberation around the timing of the intention to float are ongoing and details could change, the person said. A representative for Civic declined to comment on this, but Civic intention to seek more than 1 billion euros was reported earlier by the Wall Street Journal. CVC, one of the Europe's best known buyout firms, managed about 160 billion euros of assets under own and also stake in companies including Swiss watchmaker Breitling and the Lipton teas and infusion, according to its website, because this information is available on their website as well. CVC has been working on listing since at least 2022, and with previous attempts buffeted by volatile markets, and this time around a rebound in Europe, IPOs is adding to the chances of a successful stock market debut. Still, the recovery after an 18 months slowdown has been uneven. Goldmark Group AG, a skincare company backed by CVC private equity rival Equity AB, has soared more than 17% above its offer price, and Spanish beauty and fragrance group Pius Brands, as I said, April 8, it would be pressed ahead with an IPO. CVC backed German perfume retailer Douglas AG suffered a more disappointing stock market debut, however, having slipped about 25% since its March listing. And Spain's Burger Campania on April 5th scrapped plans to float its Astrona unit, a listing of CVC which was valued at about $15 billion when it sold a minority stake to Blue Owl Capital Inc. in 2021, and would test investor sentiment towards alternative asset managers at a key moment for the industry. Private equity firms have seen the path to existing investments heavily constrained in recent years with inflation, high interest rates, and elevated volatility weighing on deal making. A slowdown in returns has also made it harder for private equity firms to raise new funds. That's all. So if you want such an insight, then I would highly recommend to follow this channel, subscribe it, click on bell icon so you will receive all these insights to you. So thank you. This was all about Civic new era, because it will begin once this stock will listed on Amsterdam Stock Exchange, and further that the other private equity fund can also look for a listing. If you are looking for a same input, I would say then quickly click on bell icon. We'll see you in next episode. Thank you.